morning. Good morning. It's not the greatest morning. Well, the weather's nice. No, this is another one of those videos. I don't expect to get any views. It's one of those more for me, and when I die, for people to look at my video diary and see what the fuck I've been talking about. But today specifically is a rough day for the Suarez Kukin family. We lost our patriarch a couple days ago, my grandfather. You want to talk about... He was your... When you think of an American, you think of my grandfather. 4 kids. My grandmother never worked a day in her life. She stayed at home taking care of the 4 children. And they had grown up in the 60s and 70s. And I'm sure we're all aware that money wasn't exactly right in those days. So not only did he work at the GM plant, the Chevy plant, in fact, he's in a couple of newspaper articles for a couple engines that he worked on, which were pretty special. But other than that, he had to take 2 other jobs to keep the family afloat. And when you hear them talk about those days, it was just, yeah, it had to be done. That's just it. It had to be done, so I did it. My grandmother, I'm sure, missed him. I'm sure, but in those days, the man did what the man had to do. And he was the perfect picture of that. His last year's not been good. My idea of death is being more and more refined with every person I lose. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, or if that's just life and that's how I'm dealing with it, right? But my brother had called me to tell me that, Grandpa did in fact pass away. And we knew it was coming. I'll get into why we knew in a bit, but my first thought to him, and maybe I should have said it out loud, but I don't have a filter. I said good. And I didn't mean it as nefarious, good, I'm glad. No. His last year has been fucking miserable. This strong man that we've known all my life, the past year, has not been so strong. It's not his fault. He lost his goddamn mind. I mean, getting old is a privilege, and I understand that. I lost a brother very young. But in the same turn, man, like what? There's got to be a better way, right? There just has to. In the logistics of it, fuck the emotional side of it, the logistical side of it. This man came down with dementia. He was living out in the country by himself. He moved his wife, my grandmother, who died quite a few years ago now. And that was a sad day too, but they were living out in the country all by themselves. Grown ass, old ass, elderly couple living in it. So when she passed, we kind of threw it around in the family, should he still be out there? We were like, hold on, but he still has his wits about him. He did fine. He great. Probably 10 years. I mean, out by himself, and he had my mother and his sons and daughters always coming by, and so it wasn't bad. But the last 6 months, the dementia really took hold. He could no longer live by himself. So my mother, being the sweet soul that she is, made their dining room, threw some doors on that bed, and made him a bedroom. And they moved him into the house. I was applause. I hope to God my son does that for me. Anyway. Were they a little frustrated with it? Of course. It's an older gentleman who is sundowning every night. That gets frustrating. And you're fucking lying if you say it doesn't. Okay? But they were doing it. Until he was sundowning one night and he fell and broke his fucking hip. I thought that only happened in movies. I'm not gonna lie. He broke his hip. Oh my God. 91 years old. Mind partially there, and now body gone. So they do what they have to do and get him he has a surgery. He was doing okay. The recovery went well, and then he got moved into like, I don't know what to call it. We'll say a rehab center just for simplicity. And no more than 10 days. And my mother called me. Yeah, you got to move him to hospice. So the last 2 weeks of this man's life were pure agony. So do I mean good? Yes, I do. He's no longer suffering. I understand euthanasia is a horrible thing to talk about, or at least Americans think so. I don't know. Canadians seem to be fine with it, by the way. I think we need to revisit euthanasia one more time and really, really, really discuss it. Because I've seen two men that I respect greatly wither away. That's tough to see. I lost my cat too. It's far less significant, but just goes to show, man, like, it doesn't matter how rich, how poor you are, death will come find you. It's sad, it's scary, and the only thing the surviving members can do is be strong, do the thing. So, we're going to go to his wake today and be a happy family, but this next upcoming years is not going to be good. I have a lot of aging family members, and something tells me this is only the beginning. But that's it. Have a good one, everybody.